pulled your knives out. You got your alibis. You're on your high horse with all your dirty lies. And I'm standing out here, I'm giving all I got. You point your finger at me, saying what she all about. I'll tell you now, it's not about the way you are looking at me. It's just about the face that you see. The face that you see. You've got a lot of nerve preaching your lies. Look in the mirror and tell me how you sleep at night. I'll tell you how. It's not about the way you keep hating on me. It's just about the face that you see. The face that you see. I'm not about to hide myself from my creed. And I won't run away from the fact I'm free. And it's not about the words you used to cut me. It's just about the face that you see. It's not about the way you are looking at me. It's just about the face that you see. The face that you see. No, I'm not afraid to be me. I'm not afraid to be me.
Hi. Oh man, what a day. What a day this is turning out to be. What a week this is turning out to be. Somebody said something, I think. I just don't know who it was, but I will go take a look. Anyway, hi. It's not going well here, folks. So the local school is now closed for the next 10 days. 9 days, actually. For now. 9 days for now. And it's not looking good. You know? It's, I don't know what the hell that says. Whatever. It's not looking great. And what I don't understand is why our company has the ability, the option, the potential, the whatever you want to call it, for working at home. But for whatever reason, they're not implementing it. They're not doing anything with it. I can't read what that I don't know what that says. Whoever said something on YouTube, hi. But I don't know what it says. I can't see it. Our job is not allowing us the potential to work at home. And, you got kids at home. You have to pay for daycare, which I'm certainly not going to do. Or you have, whatever your obligations are at home that now during the 8 hour period that the kids are supposed to be at school, you can't fulfill. You can't do it. You can't do anything about it. And you're kind of stuck like Chuck, man. And they don't care. Nobody seems to give a damn. And it's definitely not helpful at the end of the day because what am I supposed to do? I have obligations. I got to go to work. Normally when I'm at work, my kids are at school. What am I supposed to do? What can I do? And especially since the job has the ability to let us work from home, right? That's what bothers me the most. They have the ability to let us work from home. It's just a server. You log into the server, you do whatever you need to do. And yet, they're not allowing us to do that. That's what I'm not understanding. That's what I don't get because all they're really doing is creating chaos for parents. And it's for all parents. And these parents now, regardless of whatever shift that they work, they now have to deal with childcare, somebody watching their kid, letting their kid go to somebody else's house, providing food, providing money to get food, or stay home with your kids, potentially get sick, lose out on income, lose the ability to pay for utilities and additional things. They're really putting you in a catch-22. Now, I'm not saying that I want companies to make everybody work from home. I personally think that only the people that have children should have that priority. That's my first opinion. If you have kids and them not going to school is what's the word I'm looking for? Interrupting, if you will, the ability for you to go to work, make a living, provide for your family, because you're now obligated to pay for child care or daycare or whatever, while they are normally at school. You should be one of the first people to be offered the opportunity, if your job provides it, to work from home. Just my opinion, really. I'm going to see what the hell this says, because I can't see it. Make it big, but stream. Okay, that's it. All that for that. Whatever. And that's part of the problem that I have is, you want to sit there and be a stickler. Oh, well, you don't know this account. Well, take me off that account. Or you don't know how to respond to this particular situation or this scenario. Take me off. You took me off the option before. You did that. You took me off the ability to answer particular calls before without even letting me know that I had been taken off. It took me a week to figure it out that I haven't been getting these calls while everybody else has. So if you have the ability to do that, and you have the ability to allow me to get the particular phone calls that I need to get while I'm at work, if it's just a server thing, the server should respond the exact same way. Again, just a thought that I had. My biggest problem, again, is we have the ability to let these people work from home in the crisis that we're all in, right? Not even going to say what it is, because God knows at this point YouTube will take me down. But now what the hell am I supposed to do? I propose not a riot, what the hell's the word I'm looking for? Protest. I propose a protest. We'll all go to work, stay in our cars, or stay on our motorcycle, or whatever the case may be. I have a motorcycle, so I can't particularly stay in a car. I don't think anybody should be put at risk by their company. Not a whole lot I can really do about that, though. but I think that this is a good example of jobs not giving a damn about people, and that's a problem. You know what I mean? That's a problem. That is a problem. Let me see. You know, that's a big problem that we have. We shouldn't have to worry about our livelihood being at risk for the sake of them being able to uh, just be able to fill a seat at work or at a job. You know, um, we shouldn't have to worry about things like that. We shouldn't have to worry about going in there potentially getting sick and ruining somebody else's family and somebody else's livelihood because you don't know how to respond to this person, or you don't know how to answer a call. I mean, come on. Again, if you could take me off that particular campaign before, why the hell is it that important that you can't just take me off again like you did before? It's not going to make the biggest difference in the world, really. You've done it already. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for these next 10 days. 9 days. They go back to school the 23rd. So 10 days, really. No, whatever. I don't know what to do. And I was hoping somebody would have some ideas. Because I certainly can't do it. Let me see if I'll answer the phone. Answer that phone.
Hello?
Eric,
Yeah.
it's Jace.
Who's it?
It's Jace.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, I have a silly question for you. I'm live on YouTube right now. And I want to ask you
Okay.
your potential suggestion for what I should do for the next 10 days while my kids are out of school.
Drink.
Yeah,
Heavily.
that's not a bad idea now that I think about it.
Huh?
That's not a bad idea
No,
now that I think about it.
Well, it's going to screw a lot of people up because you got, of course, you got to go to work, but how do you go to work if your kids are home? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Now,
there's not a lot we can do.
well, you see, I have this problem at my job is I have the ability to work from home. They're just
Okay.
refusing to let us do it. Because the supervisors like the idea of having somebody that they can, put their hand on and actually see and know that they're not screwing around. But I think
Understood.
that
Right.
but I think that by them doing that, it really does screw everybody up because you're putting everybody at risk.
True. I agree. No question there. Especially you're not supposed to have any gatherings, any mass gatherings or anything like that.
And
Any
you
groups
see,
of people.
I was suggesting that we go there and protest. Go to the job and sit in your car. It shows that you want to go to work, but that you fear whatever it may be, and you want to keep yourself
Right.
out of the actual environment where everybody is sitting too close together.
Yeah. I got you.
Do you think a
All right.
protest is
I
a
just
good
got
idea?
home. I wouldn't go that far with it. I would just stay home. You know what I'm saying? That you would have a stay home protest type of thing. If if everybody in the office decided they weren't going to,
I like Eric's idea.
stay home. Just stay home. They can't operate without you guys, right?
Right. Somebody just
You know what I'm
commented.
saying? Like,
Ranger Rob says he likes your idea.
what? Stay home?
Stay home or drink.
No, seriously. Just I would stay. Protest is, that's not going to solve anything. But if you stay home and you basically you're saying, we're not going to go to work because we're concerned about, our health, and we have a right to do that. So basically, you're shutting them down with nobody showing up. You know,
And you see,
that's all.
I feel like one of the other parents at the job is gonna call at the last minute and go, "Oh well, I can't come to work because my kid is is stuck home," and they're not gonna
Well,
care.
that's what they're gonna do. Yeah,
Uh,
you know.
Drink.
So.
oh,
All
Ranger
right, I
Rob
gotta
said
jump
drink.
because I'm emptying out my bags. I just got home myself. They canceled our tour.
All right,
So,
brother. I'll
all
catch up
right,
with you later.
all right. Talk to you back.
Bye.
No problem.
Ranger Rob, I see that you're online. Can I give you a call and get your opinion on this? Let me know if that'll be okay. This is my little live stream, if you will, on how I kind of.
Just remember you're not alone.
Of course, I know I'm not alone. I know there's other parents out there. I know there's other people out there dealing with different things. I know there's people out there that are dealing with all different kinds of situations, elderly people that are sick, and sick all different kinds of ways. But I really feel like if we have the ability and we have the potential to allow people to work from home, why even put them in that situation where they're going to be forced to sit less than 3 feet away from the people that are sitting around them?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to call you right now.
Hello.
Howdy, Ranger Rob.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not bad. So you got a dilemma.
Yeah, I do have a bit of a dilemma. I want to be able to work from home. And while I think that protesting may be a bit of a I wouldn't say dishonorable, but an aggressive way of showing it, I think that this may be the only way we have.
So, have you had this discussion with your employers just once? Maybe you
I
should
have.
do it again.
I've had this conversation. If it gets worse, if they close schools, what are they going to do? And he defaulted to the "I'm not scared" answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He defaulted to the
like I said,
I'm not
have
really
you-
worried about it kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, so he's not worried about you coming to work, but he doesn't realize that. Do you need to be home to watch the kids?
Yeah. Yeah, because my schedule, I'm 7 to 3, Stephanie's 2 to 11, sometimes even 11 to 7, and she's a supervisor. So if she gets called, she has to go.
Yeah.
She may be able to monitor or modify her schedule in some way, shape, or form, and at the end of the day say, hey, look, I have to come in at this time, my husband gets off work late, whatever. But she has to kind of do that ahead of time so that it
What's your
doesn't.
opinion?
My opinion is I think we should all go there and protest.
Oh, hold on a minute. So,
Yeah.
Trace, so I had you on the television, and Sherry's hearing our conversation now. She's coming to the office.
Hi, Sherry.
So Sherry, so he says hi. Yes. So, has your state
Has my state.
declared a health emergency in the state yet?
Yes, and here's the funny part is one of the first things that my boss ever did was tell me that because we communicate phone calls between doctors and hospitals and page the necessary doctors and cover strokes and things like that, he said we are considered essential employees.
Yeah, but so what's the declaration that you're quoting?
I am.
Just a second. What was you? Are we? Is it? Yeah. Call your local labor organizations, because with this new state Department of Labor, and because under national emergency, your employer, I think, has to comply.
And comply in what way? That if we have the ability, we work at home or no work at all.
Yep. If you have the ability. In fact, I think not only under national emergency, but under state, they're making it where I, as soon as we're done with this phone call, I would get on the phone with the labor industry and find in your state and find out, get a little more education on it. But I think your boss is actually required to follow the fact that if you can work from home, to comply during this emergency, because it's not just a simple little, oh my gosh, we got a problem. Our president today declared a national emergency, and
I
our
did see
states have
that.
been doing it. And if your state's done it, then that means it's mandatory to follow government regulations.
I think it's the lack of knowledge of what a actual national emergency means to different people that
It doesn't matter what he thinks. I mean, he's got to comply. It's not just opinionated anymore. It's something he has to follow. It's worth checking into.
Let me see. I'm going to take a look at it. Not a state of emergency,
'Cause I think
but a national emergency, right?
both. We're in both. If your governor has declared your state, I don't know what state you're in, as a state emergency, then their declaration of different things will be out there that they.
See, public health emergency, meaning provide resources such as food, water, and shelter. Can mean having medical supplies, medications more readily available. Also help state governments get reimbursed for money they spent. But I don't know where to find information.
I would go to your city website, go to the Labor and Industry Organization, and actually call and tell them what your situation is and what can you do. And at least that's one way to go.
That is one way to go. I will look into that. Let me see.
So the thing is what our state and our nation has declared is something that hasn't happened in years, decades, and so people really don't realize what it all means, and including employers. Back in World War II, back Depression days, things like that. Life was different, and life is changing right now. So some people will fight it, and some people will comply, and some need a little coaxing. It sounds like yours needs a little coaxing.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what it means for employees or essential employees. Now, again, I also want to know who makes a declaration of what an essential employee is.
Not sure.
Guess what? I'm hitting the Google.
I know Sherry and I will do a little homework for you too. It's a good question. In fact, it's almost the more we learn,
An
all this,
employee
the
that
more
performs-
maybe we can.
I'm sorry, an employee that performs work involving the safety of human life or the protection of property, allowing agencies to transfer their budgetary resources to carry this out, but only to maintain essential employees.
True, but with this declaration, the CDC and the WHO have actually made declarations that states have to follow pertaining to the coronavirus. And I know in Washington State, if you're caring for or affected by the coronavirus, and you have to watch your children or stay at home, the employers have to respect that and comply.
I just don't want to end up going to work tomorrow, getting stopped and being given a ticket for going to work, and being told that I'm an essential employee and then have to sit
These
there and
things,
prove it.
all these forms, all these declarations should be online. And if your state has made a declaration, they will have a page on their or your on your either the state or the city sites showing what's mandatory now. Because this is like one or two steps from um, what do you call it? Government, military control. So we're that close to it, and so there is rules that have been put out from the states and the government that people have to comply by. So anyway, I would go and see, and I bet you'll find something in there if you're a parent, or I know there's statements in there about the fact that you need to take care of your children, and they have to find a way to either give you leave, give you family leave if they have it, or make you exempt and let you take the time off without pay, but not let you go.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to take a look into that. Ranger Rob, I appreciate you taking my call.
No problem. I saw you online. It's like, what's on his mind? Because usually you come online, either you're doing something with your experiment or you're doing something serious. And it's like, so we listened in. We're a little confused at first, but I was like, I'll go in my other office and see what you're up to. And it's a good subject, by the way. People can learn from what you're going to learn here.
Oh,
so,
yes. Yes.
Take this knowledge and pass it on, and maybe you and I can get back together and talk about it online.
Absolutely. Sounds like a plan, Ranger Rob. Thank you so much, brother. I'll catch up with you later.
All right. Take care, friend.
Bye.
Bye.
Ranger Rob, the creator of the Ranger Rob pet poopy bag. Ranger Rob, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. With that in mind, folks, you know what? I think I am going to go do exactly that. I'm going to take Ranger Rob's advice, and I'm going to go look and see what this means for me, and what this could potentially hold. Again, Ranger Rob was saying that as a parent, you are protected in some way, even as an essential employee. That's the understanding I got. Not, I'm definitely going to take a look and see what I can find. But, folks, I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for joining me. Bye.